That's there. That's there.
And that's not the sun. That can't be the sun because the sunset is over there.
That's a planet.
The sunset is over there.
Mommy, that's a planet.
And the moon is up here.
So that must be a planet.
The moon is above us.
I don't see. That's there. That's there.
The dots just.
That's there. That's there.
That's a
And that's not the
planet.
sun. That can't be the sun because the sunset is over there.
That's a planet.
The sunset is over there.
Mommy, that's a planet.
And the moon is up here.
So that must be a planet.
The moon is above us.
I don't see.
Shalom. Call HALAL YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. Real quick, it says, breaking news, a mysterious, massive red celestial object is leaving Florida. Residents confused as they upload footage of the moon and the sunset as a bright red circular object, which some viewers claim to be Nibiru, or the second sun, while many viewers believe the object they see is simply our sun. Okay, and a lot of people was posting about this. Okay, all over. People were seeing this red celestial object in the sky, and people thought, some people thought it was Mars or whatever. Other people thought it was the sun. Okay, but the truth of the matter is, these are end time signs in the heavens, man. Okay, the Lord is showing end time signs. All right, and it's only going to get worse as time goes on. As we get closer to the destruction of this place, it's only going to get worse. All right, this was in Alabama yesterday. All right, so it's only going to get worse. It's only a matter of time before this place completely goes to crap. And YAHAWASHI is showing us the signs. He's giving us the warnings. Okay, it's all through the Spirit. All right, but let's go here. Because even if it is a sun, it's a sign. Okay, it's a sign. The Lord had this happen, and people freak out about it because it's a sign, of the times. All right, let's go right here too, because there's other signs. There's this other sign right here I want to show as well. It says, check this out. A dude in Broner Springs, Kansas, captured a creepy black ring floating in the sky while cruising on his motorcycle. And in Florida, people were horrified by a giant red object that appeared at sunset. What do you think of these could be? Let me do this real quick too. All right. It said, what do you think these could be? Here's the, it says it's like a ring of smoke, I believe. And I've seen this before. It could be a chariot. It could be, who knows? But it's all the Spirit. Let's play it.
So, can somebody tell me what the heck is this? And I'm not using no app. I am on County Road 2 in between State Avenue and K32. And I have never seen anything like that in my life. And it appears that little black stuff is falling down the center of it. That is just weird. And then just look.
You said it appears that black stuff is falling out the center of it. Now, when you get videos and stuff like this, the camera doesn't do it any justice. When you're looking at it with your naked eye versus the camera, it's completely different. All right?
You all know, I'm not kidding here. This is real. Sorry, that's my phone doing that because it's a piece of crap Motorola. But just so you can see, it's me, and I'm live, and it's starting to dissipate. Look at that. Tell me that is not freaking weird. I have no idea. I've been recording it. It was a dark black circle, and now it's dissipating. I mean, it looks like somebody blew a big old smoke ring.
It looks like it's smoke. My first thought back in the distance was, is it a congregation of birds?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then, because it looked like everything was falling through the center, but
So there you go. All right. Here's another video of it. Paul's dragon breath liquid fireball. This footage is from such and such. Okay, so you get the picture, man. All right. There's definitely these signs in the heavens showing you that we almost out of here. The Lord is, showing that He is through with this place. And when you have the spiritual eyes to see, we know what this means. Okay, most people, they're confused, they're perplexed, they don't know what's going on, but we know what's going on. Ultimately, the Lord is about to destroy this place. Okay, it says Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them." And that ring, this ring right here, what this remind me of a little bit was if you ever seen Avengers. Okay, you ever seen Avengers Endgame? I recently watched it in the spiritual, because when Thanos came, or at least his subjects, because Thanos was supposed to represent Yahawashi, okay, and then his partners, or whatever you want to call them, they were supposed to represent the angels. But when they came on a circular shaped chariot. Okay, it was like a ring. Okay, and they came on that chariot. So, I'll say that to say, these things are signs in the heavens of what, the Lord is about to do in the earth. The Lord is about to come and destroy this place. And as we get closer to the end, you're going to start seeing more stuff like this. It says, "For the heathen are dismayed at them," because these heathens, when they see this stuff, they get all afraid and, trembled and terrified, because they don't believe in the higher power. And when they do think about a higher power, they know that He's coming to judge them. It says, Luke chapter 21 verse 11, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences." You're talking about a new C9 variant. It says, "And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." You see? So we're seeing these fearful sights and great signs, man. Okay, we just had a blood moon on the Passover night. You think that's by coincidence that it was Passover night? We was, participating in the Passover, and it was a blood moon? No, these are signs from Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. Okay, it says Acts chapter 2 verse 19, "And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke." And that's what you're seeing right here, a blood.
County Road 2 in between
vapor
state.
of smoke. Okay, it looks like a ring of smoke, right? And then you have right here, this looks like a blood moon or a blood sun.
That's there.
So it's all signs of the times that we're coming into. It says, and that's the point. Let's go over here. All right, let's make this point right here. It says Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. Salakia. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Now, circumspectly means to look around. To circum means circular, and to spectate means to look. So you got to be constantly looking around, paying attention to your surroundings. Don't be looking down on your phone. And that's something that I, have incorporated into, within myself. When I'm out somewhere, or I'm walking to the store, or I'm doing anything, I put my phone in my pocket, and I'll take if I have headphones, then I'll take a headphone out. So you alert, so you're watching, you're paying attention, because at the times we're in right now, anything can pop off at any moment. It says, "Redeeming the time, because the days are evil." We're in some very evil times, which means bad times. It's about to get very, very bad out here, very, very uncomfortable. It says, "Therefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." We know the Lord's will is that America be destroyed. Okay, so in knowing that, you got to walk, circumspectly, be on your P's and Q's. In NLT, it says, "Be careful how you live." Don't just be out here living all, freely and stuff. Don't live like fools. Be like those who are wise. A lot of our people, they're living like fools. They're not, considering anything. They're just going about their day, in their own little world, la-di-da-da, and you're going to get judgment going to come upon you when you least expect it. It says, "Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do." Right? You got to understand what the Lord wants you to do, what the Lord is calling us to do. Okay? We in this time, man, where the Lord is about to really, show His power. Okay, in these last days, man, and it's going to be a blessing to be able to witness it. Okay, it's going to be a blessing to be able to witness these things happening in the earth, knowing that we are on the right side of history, you know, praising, worshiping, and serving Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. That's the second Ezra chapter 2 verse 13. Go and ye shall receive, pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Hey, so this is just a admonishment to watch, man. Watch and, you know, pay attention, you know, stay alert, you know, stay in the spirit, okay, stay girded up, you know, stay prayed up, okay, and watch what the Lord is about to do on this earth, man. All right, so we about to see things you could never imagine. This world is not what we was told it was, man. And we about to see things that you can't even fathom. You know, you're not gonna be able to wrap your mind around it. Shalom, come and all about fall.